Hi, everybody. This is another interview from my Starshine series, and my next interview is with McKinley Harding. McKinley's been a student of mine for several years now, and very active in my studio. And I know this young lady is one of the busiest girls I know. She's busy all the time. So, Matt,
Yeah.
tell me what you were involved in before the pandemic hit.
Before the pandemic, I was doing almost like 20 hours of dance like a week. Um, I was doing my singing lessons with you. Legally Blonde had just ended, and then I was getting into competition season. I was doing school, obviously, and I had like my theory lessons and stuff like that.
Yes, you were also involved in Greece too.
Yeah, and Greece with
Yeah,
paragliding.
you almost had every day of the week already taken care of,
Yeah,
right?
I had
Yeah.
Friday nights off. That's it.
I know, I know. And that is pretty tough because you're always busy. You're always on the run. Like I know you. You're like always going and going and going.
Yeah.
And so when this happened, what was your feeling about it for the beginning of it?
I was like in a panic. I was like, what am I gonna do? Because it all just like stopped, and I was like what do I do with all this time? Like I don't know how long this is gonna last. And then so I started like painting and like just doing that, and then I started working out. Like I've been working out lots, and then lessons started back up with you, and theory lessons were starting, and then after like the 3 week mark, like school, like online school I've been doing. And yeah, but at first it was like what am I gonna do? Like it was just so weird.
I know, and I know with you being a teenager in your first year of high school, the one thing that you miss the most is your social life.
Yeah,
So that
like
must
not.
have been really super hard on you, right?
Mhm.
So like, but you managed to maintain relationships with people. You're texting them and doing group chats and stuff like that as well,
Yeah,
right?
I've been FaceTiming my friends like a lot, and I can still do like social distance walks with Gabby and like stuff like that, but
That's
very
good.
minimum. Hmm.
That's good. You need to have that communication. I mean, it was your first year in grade nine. You
Yeah,
have lots of things to look forward to, right? And it's like weird. But if you had to think about this now, like what kind of lessons did you think you've learned through the process? Like what kind of stuff has come up to make you, to feel like you've learned something from it?
like not take like specific moments like with my friends, like the little things, like not take them for granted, because like I remember like at school I was like, oh, I hate school, like I don't want to go, but like now I'm like I want to go back to school. Like I never thought I'd say that, but like it's crazy.
Well, it's different because now you're doing it online and you're saying, okay, the motivation's not there because you're not feeding off of one another. Like you're like,
Yeah,
it's kind of like nice to know that there's friends going through the same kind of problems you're having with school. Like if school's hard, you're going, yeah, I know. Like, and you have the chat with your
yeah,
friends, but this is on your own. Like you're doing this all by yourself,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. What do you think that like the difference is? I had this big discussion about social distancing and how really unnatural it is because it is. It doesn't make sense, does
So
it?
weird, yeah.
I know, and it's really getting a test. It tests us how we're supposed to be as human beings, and I find it really super hard. Do you find that little things now get you excited if you got to go somewhere? Like you're going to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah, like my mom's like, "Okay, like we can go for a car ride for a bit," and I just like get like so excited. And, like this morning, like I like got up super early because we just got our hot tub, and she's like, "Okay, let's go in the hot tub," and I just got so excited. Like I was like, "Yay, something to do!"
I
Like,
know.
yeah,
I know. And I think when the weather gets better, it's going to be better too, as well.
yeah,
And the things that we take for granted, like, even though you were busy and you're doing all that kind of stuff, like not to go to dance is weird,
yeah,
right?
really weird.
I know. And you're the go-go girl. I mean,
Yeah,
I have never seen somebody work so hard. Like you're the kind of person that does how many dances? Like 24 dances in a
yeah,
competition. Like
yeah.
that's crazy. And that was weird. But you managed to get a competition this year though. You got to do, was
Yeah,
it Dance Fest
Dance
or
Canada.
Dance Canada?
Yeah,
Dance Canada. Yeah. And that's, thank goodness you got that out of it. Like if
yeah.
that would have been
It
so
was just
depressing.
weird because we only got to do one competition. Like we usually do like four or five. So it
I
was,
know.
yeah,
Yeah. So I know that you said that, like some of the things that you're going to see from your coming out of this, you're going to be like really glad to see your friends, and you're not
yeah.
going to take little things for granted.
Friends, like being able to see them again is gonna be like it's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be like so like different. It's gonna be exciting. Like going back to school is gonna be really weird though.
it's going to be so surreal. Like it's going to be
Yeah.
overwhelming. I think we're all going to feel like this really urge of like emotion coming out of us. Like we're going to be like either in tears of joy because we're so excited, or just this remembering what we had to go through to get there. You know what I mean?
And like when you get to see everyone, like, are you gonna hug them or like do you have to like stay apart? Like,
I know.
so
It's
weird.
so weird. It's so
Yeah.
weird. The one thing I do have to say though is that the thing that made my week about a couple of weeks ago, I think, or maybe less than that, maybe 10 days ago, you did something very nice. You went around and gave cookies and stuff to
Yeah.
people. You know, that
Yeah.
was so nice. I mean, I was recipient of them and I was really so appreciated. But it's kind of like, what kind of made you do that, Mac? Why would you want to do that?
Well, cause like I know like a lot of people like have it really hard like during this like with like mentally and like physically like it's just like hard. So I was like something like little like that like can brighten someone's day.
It sure
So
did
I
for mine.
yeah, so
It
yeah,
did.
so I just like decided to make cookies and give them to my friends. And it was nice cuz like it was like a way to like talk to my friends. Like I know I talked to them, but like it was like a way to like communicate easier.
I mean, I think it's almost like giving of yourself, like a little bit
Yeah.
of the giving of yourself as well. I think that was such a nice thing. That's a really super nice thing. I find that sometimes like, and then that's just like a reaching out too as well, like saying,
Yeah.
hi, I hope you're doing okay. This is something I'm just thinking of you. And,
Yeah.
you know, that was super, super nice. I hope you know that. That made my day, actually made a lot of other
I'm
people's
glad.
days.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It did. It did. But you've also been involved in some of my projects too. Like we just did the You Will Be Found video, which was really super good.
Yeah.
And we have some other projects coming up. So that's good that I'm keeping you busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And I
have
did
been.
my theory exam, so like that, like
Yeah. And you did, I hope you did well. I hope you did well.
yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. That's good that you did that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know you worked hard on it, you know, and I know you did. That's awesome. But that's kind of the things we're going to just tap on for this. I just wanted to. I think it's important. Like I've talked to some adults about this, but from a 15-year-old perspective, it's kind of different, sort of different from what I'm experiencing, right? But in the same breath, it's the same. You know,
Yeah.
we all feel the same way. Like I
Yeah.
love to give you a hug. You know, like I miss you coming into my studio and bringing me a coffee. Of course, I miss
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like the certain things, the small things in life, right? You're right. You're right. You're right, Mac. It's the small things that's really important. I'm going to have you send me a video of you singing. I think that's really great that you're going to share your
Yeah.
talents on this as well. I appreciate that. But thank you for very much for sharing your insight on this, Mac. And
You're
we came out
welcome.
knowing that like it's the little things that matter, and
Yeah.
that's really, really important. So thanks very much, Mac. I love you very much, honey bun.
Love you too, Dee.
Take care, honey.